stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good morning. I just got to share to one more group here. All right. Good morning, everybody. Still try to wake up a little bit. Remember to move my microphone this time. I keep forgetting. Don't I want to look cool, man? All right. So an open mind. Yes, we're going to talk about an open mind. Let's get the introductions going first here. Welcome to the Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. I'm the one that usually does the yakking here. At some point, I would like somebody to come on every now and again and replace me for the day. Of course, if you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. Today's topic is on the back of yesterday's topic and keeping an open mind. Yesterday, we talked about if relapse was a part of recovery. And we got some pretty standard answers. All right. So I just wanted to put out there that those topics are just to help us get to thinking and get our Happy Veterans Day. I'm not a veteran. Okay. To keep an open mind, and because we got a couple of different answers there. We got a couple of nopes. Got a couple of people that said it was part of theirs, and I think when it comes down to it, maybe we just need to have an open mind. Maybe not be so static on some things. Right? So there's a lot of things open-mindedness can do for us. Being open-minded can come with a freedom. It can come with serenity. An open mind can help you understand other people a little bit better or a situation. And it can be hard to be open-minded sometimes with the days that we have. There are some days where I'm not quite open-minded. I'm not as open-minded as I usually am. Maybe I was thinking I'm right on something, and I go through that. Or it's just like, I'm right. And then somebody comes along and says, no, Dion. No, Dion. So, and happy Veterans Day to the vets. Yes, I was getting there. Thank you, Chris. And thank you for your service. And anybody that's on, thank you very much for your service. I love the vets so much that Trudging Together, part of our foundation, is going to be working with vets. They don't need to be in recovery or anything. Just helping vets, man. So what? They're a big part of the homeless population and the mental health population. And I mark them up there with the homeless and the children. So, I think we had to have a pretty big open mind when we got here. In fact, we were as open-minded as the dying could be. That's right. So you guys, and I don't want this to be today's topic, all right? Okay? But these are all good points. These are fantastic points. Chris says, relapse is not a part of recovery. Happy Veterans Day, okay? Lori said, some people need to remind themselves they ain't missing out on anything, and that's the place they don't want to revisit. That's what I was going for. That's what we were searching for. So, what's the answer? I don't know. To each their own, man. To each their own. I agree with Lori. I also agree that a relapse or a slip was part of my recovery, right? But that doesn't mean that I have to be closed minded about that, because what Lori is saying is legitimate, right? So I guess take it for what it is with each situation, right? No, we don't shoot our wounded, but we certainly can't pat them on the back and tell them it's okay, because it's not okay. All right. Thank you very much. We need to have those conversations. If we don't have them, we don't learn, we don't grow. We can't have an open mind. You can't have faith and have a closed mind. Am I right? That'd be pretty hard for me to do. Nomos on Instagram joined us. Um, I I don't think I got sober the first time I tried. Yeah. Okay. But when you're drinking, you're not in recovery. This crazy AA stuff. The crazy AA stuff. But let's get back to open mindedness. Okay. In the beginning, we needed open mindedness for our higher power, right? We had to be open minded that we were going to be put through a process, right? That we were going to be put through the same process that hundreds of other alcoholics had done before us and agreed on the way out. Thousands of alcoholics agreed on a way out, right? We wrote the book, it was 100. Is this? I was never a collar up kind of guy. Nope. Me and preppies never got along, right? So being open-minded, I don't know. I believe that I use that skill every single day, because I talk to a lot of people with a lot of different problems. Not everybody's problems are the same, and they're all overwhelming to them at the present moment. I clearly need to learn how to do my laundry better, because these colors look like crap. Bad shirt. Okay. I'm vain that way. I don't know why, but I am. Feels like there's something out of the big book I need to read. The spiritual experience. I don't know why. I know why it's coming to me. Because it talks about that it's open-mindedness is indispensable. That's why I'm thinking of it, right? So I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to read the last part. We find that no one need have difficulty with the spirituality of the program. Willingness, honesty, and open-mindedness are the essentials of recovery, but these are indispensable. All right. So honesty, open-mindedness are the basis. They're the right foundation of our recovery. But since they are indispensable, willingness is used in almost every single step. Willingness and open-mindedness and honesty, they all go together. They're like three brothers that go together. If one is there, the other two are there also, because you have to have all three in order for it to work. Okay. First, you need to be honest with yourself on what's going on. Then you need to be open-minded to see what is actually happening in your life. And then you can have the willingness to do something about it. And those are indispensable. You can use it for anything going on in your life. I had to use it yesterday because some things were going on with my father-in-law. And I had to remain open-minded and remember that it didn't have to do with me, right? Honest with self, open-minded to change, willing to take the step. That's it. It really is. And then what are you going to do? It's going to be action. It's going to be action because none of those things are action, right? So and Lori said it there at the part, the willing to take the next step. Okay. I use willingness a lot, right? I was just talking to Gary about this yesterday because we were talking about bringing people on for the OA podcast. If you know people, if you know people that want to speak, please let us know. We need people for the OA. And now is a great time because come January, we're going to be busy. We're going to be very busy, right? So I don't remember where I was going with that. Oh, action. Hey, Jackie, good to see you. Willingness is what you utilize so that you can take your action. Yes, I'm willing to do that. And then you've got to take action, right? So even in the big book, that's what we do with the steps. 1, 2, 3. It's time for action. And these steps are always set up. There's a reason there's 12 of them. There's a reason it's 12, 12, 12. And there's reasons for all of this. We don't need to know them all. Right? But the more we do know, the more we are open-minded, the more we allow other thoughts to come in and not necessarily intrude, but to maybe take the place of other thoughts, allowing other people to be correct, even though it goes against what you might feel. Okay? And there's certainly nothing wrong with your feelings. They're valid, but they're your feelings, not theirs. Okay? And they may see it a little different, and that's okay. Right? So no, relapse is not a part of recovery. Sometimes. I don't know. I don't want to pick a side. I don't. Because it doesn't feel like I need a side. Smith Big, welcome. In order to get through the steps, we have to be open-minded. I learned a lot from others. Absolutely. All right. And so what do they say? Go into the meeting and listen, and listen, not for the and listen to the things you can relate to. Well, I'm getting there. Right. I'm a 12-step NA completer as well as a spiritual 12 steps. Good for you, man. It's fantastic. It's good to have you. I'm going to put out your name. Smith Big. Good to have you. Open-minded does not mean you are passive too. Open-mindedness doesn't really have anything to do with being passive. No. I think open-minded is pretty being aware of what is going on. Passive, what passive would be is you utilize the serenity prayer to not change something that you can actually change. That would be passive. Right. But you are right on that it does not mean you are passive also. And we got Jackie clapping. And relapse is something big in recovery. That's something we battle not to do so. This is a part of recovery. We have a different side. And it's okay, right? Right? Who else was willing to come in here, bring a bunch of opinionated people in to do this? Okay? It's not easy. It's not. But the more we have these hard conversations, the more unity we have, the closer we become, the better we understand each other. What does that mean? That means we can go out and do more good. The more you learn, the more you put in you, the more you can give away. Right? You can't pour from an empty cup. So fill up that cup first thing in the morning, man. Fill up that cup first thing in the morning. God, help me out. Keep me sober today. Please remove anything that's blocking me from you and being able to help your children. There are 2 R's in recovery, 1 recovery, 2 relapse. Sure, get some good stuff. Should reach out to me on text. I don't usually check my Instagram very much, so it's usually easier to catch me on Facebook. But I'd love to talk to you. I love talking to everybody. I do. So, Jerry, I love you, but I'm just finishing up. But you're more of a phone call. Why don't I call you after? It's about time you and I caught up. So, all right, everybody. Thanks for being here. We had some new guests. Thank you. And I want to thank everybody for everything. Okay. I learned a lot here. Okay. I learned some things and I was reminded of some things, and that's what it's about. And that feels nice. It was nice that we could come together and have a conversation about something that was a hard topic. I love it. That means it's working. Thank you, God. Thank you. We fight every day, no days off. I'd love to get you on live on Facebook interview. Yeah, uh, that's fine. It's what I do. So get in touch with me. All right, you guys. I'm not gonna bore everybody with me talking to everybody else. So thank you for being here so much. I'm gonna go change this shirt because this color is driving me crazy. I love you guys. Peace out. And